playing on hardcore. Yeah, well, it's called extreme, but yes, it's indeed a little bit tough. But yeah, don't worry about it. The idea is one coin clearing without attack upgrades. I should be able to pull it off, assuming I get the maximum amount of lives, but kinda have to farm for that, I guess. So in the meantime, I guess you also learn a little bit of the runs. Hey, how is it going right now? Today I actually wanted to play Escatos, but you know that I cannot make Escatos work on Windows 11, and I did have similar issues with other games, but those games at least told me what the faulty DLL is, but this one does not tell me what the faulty DLL is. So unfortunately, I essentially cannot play it, and apparently no one, well, there was one person in the Steam forums with that issue. No answer. So I guess Escatos... It's pretty ironic that Windows 11 shits the bed in so many places that you will have an easier time trying to emulate it, like from any other platform, than playing the PC version. Can you believe it? Yeah. Windows 11 broke a lot of games like that simply cannot be played unless you change a DLL. Mushihime-sama was another one of them. The Steam version, you had to change a very specific DLL, but at least that game told you what DLL it was. This game doesn't. Like, you have to guess, and there are so many DLLs that, yeah, good luck guessing it. That's the issue. Like, I haven't updated mine for a while. Are you still on Windows 10? Because if you mean the game also didn't update for a while. Like, the last version is from like 2020. Or you're in Windows 11. Well, if you're talking about Escatos, as I say, the last version is from 2020, so that's not really the issue. Like, the fact that it's a newer version that gets broken, it's the fact that Windows 11 simply doesn't play nice with DirectX DLLs, so you have to manually swap them. And again, I will do that, no problem, if it told me what DLLs to swap, but it doesn't. It just throws a super generic error, so I cannot know. And yeah, I'm not gonna be swapping every single one of them until it works. That doesn't seem like a very good idea. So it's possible that the culprit is a DirectX 9 DLL, because that's what the game runs on. Well, according to the developers at least. Don't have any reason not to believe them, you know? Hey, it's fine. I mean, in the first place, it's not like I'm a super big fan of Escatos or anything like that. I just wanted to play it, you know? When you have a game and you're like, why not just play this? It's been a while since I played it. Like, yeah, you play it. You know? But no, I could not. Let me try the demo in my end. Well, I don't know if the demo, might be possible that it works and the full game doesn't, I don't know. Though even if it works on your end, well, I guess if anything that will confirm that it's an issue on my end, but I don't think I will be able to solve it, you know. I think that will help a bunch to solve it, but it's fine. Then again, currently in the internet there's nothing that will help me solve it. Absolutely nothing. The only thing that you see is that, yeah, this is probably, like, this error is caused by, like, you know, trying to execute a DLL for a different amount of bits, like 32 bits instead of 64, but yeah, that's pretty nice. And which one? No, but I mean, these servers usually don't have, like, they are apparently not very common, because, you know, like Mushihime-sama, I think only one other person has it, like, that I saw in the forums. And then there is another game that is not a shoot 'em up, but it's called Tetris Effect, that also has that issue, and apparently I'm the only one that had that issue. So it's possible that, yeah, my DirectX installation doesn't want to play nice, but but what can I do, you know? It's not like I made DirectX. And yeah, I tried installing it again and it didn't work. Like installing DirectX again. So yeah, unfortunately one of those things that... Yeah. But hey, at least I'm glad it works for you. I guess Windows 11 basically. You know, it's like that, those old creepypastas that is like every copy is personalized. Every copy of, well, I mean, from a very literal sense, yes, that tends to happen with operative systems. I mean, everyone has different issues with Windows 11. Some people have their drives wiped, some other people have their, you know, like, I don't know, the Explorer be extremely buggy. So in my case, I have an issue with DirectX in a lot of games. Not all of them, some of them work off the bat. Well, in fact, this game worked out of the bat. Like, just like that, install it, play it, works. And it's the reason why I'm playing it, basically. But yeah, unfortunately Escatos wasn't so kind, and not to mention wasn't very kind to even tell me what DLL was the conflict. That's the biggest issue. Like, it's pretty sad because, like, I know what the issue is. It's not that I'm completely clueless that I don't know why it doesn't open. I know why it doesn't open, but I don't know what DLL is the rebellious one. And I don't think I have any way to know it. Because otherwise you will have to kinda somehow debug a little bit more inside. Like, I don't know how, you know, hackers usually enter like executables to find what gets called and all that shit. Well, I don't know how to do that. I probably should learn. I mean, it's not like will be doing anything out of the ordinary, but then again, being able to see and understand the calls is a different story. Like, there are programs that let you do that, but like let you see a bunch of shit that if you are not well versed, you're not gonna understand what it means. Oh, god damn it. These fucking assholes. It's just the way it is. Are you using a custom version of Windows 11 or of Escatos? In my case, Windows 11 is probably one of the only times in my life that I'm actually using the original version, like a legal copy of Windows 11. In fact, well, not the only time in my life. There was another time, I think, that I had Windows Vista or Windows 7, one of those two, And that was an actual original installation as well. Every other time it was not original, but yeah. This time it's actually a fully legal Windows 11 copy. So yeah. I guess if anything, that makes the chances of problems arising even higher, you know. Yeah, Windows 11, okay, yeah. If that's the case, it's possible that maybe it has the unfuck DirectX libraries. But unfortunately, I don't have them. Though, thankfully, lately I've been playing... I've been playing the Need for Speed series, and, well, most of the Need for Speed games have a PC version, but to me, games that are all... Trying to play the native PC version is a bad idea, so I basically emulated most of them so far, and because of that I didn't have any issues for the most part. So yeah, like all these days, these recent days, haven't really encountered many Windows 11 fuckery, but I guess here I'm finding it again. Microsoft is using AI. Yeah, but even if they weren't using AI, the quality of their programmers have severely went down since they started Windows 8. And that was a very long time ago, so... like, at this point it's hard to tell if AI can deliver higher quality code than the programmers that were there in the Windows 8 era. It's hard to tell, because Windows 7 is essentially the last OS that you felt that professionals were in charge. Like, Windows 7 was still not a good OS, at least compared to the previous one when it came to privacy and generally being, you know, optimal running, but compared to the fucking trash we have today, Windows 7 might as well be like a godsend, you know? But yeah, it was the last Windows OS that you were like, yeah, they are real professionals in charge, and if I use Windows, everything is gonna be alright. Ever since Windows 8 release, everything went to shit. Like, when it comes at least to the confidence towards Microsoft. I mean, before that there were also reasons to not trust Microsoft, but I feel that, like, with Windows 8 and the complete replacement of the start menu for absolutely zero reason, like a change that nobody asked for and they ended up rolling back with Windows 10, is when you started to realize, wait, these people are completely clueless. Like, these people are not professionals. Because no professional word or salt will be like, oh yeah, I know what Windows needs. To get rid of the start menu that everyone has used for 20 years. Okay, let's do that. That's a good idea. In no way a professional would have authorized that, so... To me, when Windows 8 released, it was when you can basically be like, yeah, this ship is being piloted by morons, unfortunately. Before that, you could have the benefit of the doubt, but with Windows 8, you could no longer do that. Like, you will have to pretend. Like, you will basically have to close your eyes and pretend that they are competent professionals, but no, they are not. And well, with the absolute shitfest that Windows 11 is, it's pretty clear that professionals have long since abandoned the ship. And there's basically either very low quality workers or, as you say, AI, which I don't know what's worse. Well, theoretically AI is worse. Because with AI you're essentially entrusting very important shit to something that doesn't think. Like, bad professionals can be non-skilled and end up fucking up, but at least they think. You know, there is a thought process that is a lot of times wrong or simply not sufficient, but at least someone thinks. AI does not think. AI is an autocomplete, and sometimes it gets things right, but for something as peculiar as an OS, that's not something you should entrust it. I mean, you shouldn't entrust it with multiple things. Unless it's something that is general knowledge, you should not trust AI. And yeah, OS is like, I mean, I wouldn't say that one of the hardest things of, like, in terms of software, because there are softwares that are way more complex than an OS, but yeah, OSs are still very close to being the pinnacle of complexity when it comes to software. Also, sorry that I'm not reading, but as you could probably understand, it's a little bit hard to get my eyes off the screen. When basically there is... The screen is like 90% bullets and 10% empty space, it's a little bit hard to look at chat. But yeah, don't worry, this boss is gonna be over in a little bit and I'll be able to read. Like, the next one should be the final pattern. Yeah, this one is the final pattern. Yeah, ironically, this is probably the easiest pattern this boss has, despite being the final one. No problem. And the hardest part is basically the intersection between the purple and red bullets. They have a different focus at that point, specifically the touch screen. Yeah, I know, like they tried to make everything mobile. Danmaku Unlimited, that's not a very descriptive title. That's like calling the next Need for Speed game Racing Car Unlimited. Well, yes, actually Need for Speed Shift 2 is called Shift 2 Unlimited, actually. So yes, you're right, it is like doing that, though at least they have the shift in the middle, so yeah, it's a little bit easier to detect, I guess. But yeah. No, actually it's not Unlimited, it's called Unleash, my bad. Pretty similar though. Like very equally as cheesy as Unlimited, but yeah. It is Unleashed. Shift 2 Unleash is how it's called. Damn, I got killed, fuck. We still have some extra life. Stage 5 essentially without any attack upgrade, it's a shit fest. Like, these guys never go down. Also, it takes so damn long to charge the fucking trance thingy. At least I downed that one. It's something. Oh, that's interesting. The mid-boss is here at the same time as all those assholes too. Pretty funny. I think I did get a lot of grace because, well, I was gonna say the multiplier is pretty high now. The multiplier was pretty high. Not anymore. Well, it's still a relatively nice amount, I guess. So, yeah. Nowhere near what I will need if the idea is reaching a trillion. Yeah, a trillion is not gonna happen. Danmaku means bullet hell. Indeed. I mean, the game is called Danmaku Unlimited, but yeah, it is a very generic name. But then again, if you think about it, there's only one series of games called Danmaku Unlimited, so I think that all in all, you know, it's still recognizable. But yeah, not a very good name, I guess. Will be better. It's pretty clear that once the big ships are gone, it becomes a lot easier to do stuff. Yeah, but now the big ships are back. Not the same ships, but ships just as annoying are back. I can't believe... The problem here is that contact damage is so common that pretty hard to tell what hits you, but yeah, it's most likely one of these assholes, the one that hits you. Not to mention that the guys orbiting around it still keep spawning even long after they are gone. And I got shot by some random ass bullet from behind, nice. Have you tried Super Galaxy Squadron? Yes, you can check it on my channel. I have a 1 coin clear on the hardest difficulty, I think. Well, I don't know if it's the hardest difficulty, but I do have a 1 coin clear, and I have a survival run with an SS rank, which is one of the achievements. So yeah. I have. Well, in fact, you have a playlist that I have called Shoot 'em Ups, and basically anything that I did shoot 'em up related is there, with the exception of Touhou that also has a separate playlist for anything Touhou related. But yeah, everything is in there. And yes, that game I played it. It's basically on the easier side of things. It's a very casual friendly game. Also made by a Wii U, because the ending credits is sung in Japanese for absolutely no reason and from someone that is clearly not a native. So yeah, a game made by a Wii U. Like, for absolutely zero reason. But hey, it's fine. I mean, it's their decision. I don't mind. Just a funny thing to point out, you know? Oof. Okay, those were some two close calls, one after the other. I don't remember what was in here, of course, so... I mean, last time I saw this pattern was most likely 5 years ago, so... I don't think I can quite remember what it was about. Whoop. You can shove the bonus up your ass. Oh, these are actual bullets now, nice. Not to mention the way the smaller bullets move. This definitely looks a lot like Utsuho's pattern. Like, this is a game that is definitely inspired by Toho. There is absolutely no doubt. Alright, so here comes the true last boss. This true last boss only shows up when you one coin clear, well, up until here. I think I remember this being very hard, so chances are that despite having a lot of resources, they are quickly gonna go down. So be it, I don't mind. I cannot react at that speed. Okay, that's interesting. Jesus, okay, that's very hard. Problem is that, if I'm not mistaken, there was no way to practice this true last boss. Like, I think that you couldn't go into training mode and get this thing. Yeah, this is by far the most fucked up pattern here. So I still have some hits to go. Oh, and this thing is ready. I don't remember if you had more than one health bar. Yeah, you do. Well, that's a problem. Oh, I think I got his ass. Nice. Well, I one coin clear, and I got the achievement for beating it without weapon upgrade, so yes, it actually counts. If you get like those lives and shield upgrade, it doesn't count as a weapon upgrade, so you can get the achievement. So well, there's that. That's pretty nice. Though the 1 trillion achievement, yeah, like good luck with that shit. I mean, it obviously requires someone that doesn't get hit, but that's very hard. Like, 1 trillion is essentially like 500 more times than the score I got here. It probably is easier in lower difficulties. Maybe, I don't know, but at least there's that.